All right, let's see if let's see. I got. Yes, victory. I know I'm starting a little bit early. I apologize. Well, I mean, no one's here yet. I'll hold off on that. Oh wow, hi, Eric. Hey, Muffin Mole. Hopefully this stream goes well. Hey, Faniverse. Um, I hope this stream goes well because sometimes my stream glitches. Like I don't know. It's ever since I came here to my college. The internet at my college is actually pretty good. Like I can upload a 15-minute video in less than a minute. That's how quick the internet is here. But for some reason, streaming gives me an issue. So hopefully today goes well. Um, let's see here. There are some new features on my that I actually implemented to live streaming. Which I hopefully can talk about before we get into the main purpose of today's video, or stream, I guess. Because obviously we're going to be talking about Luigi's Mansion 3 today. Obviously, as the title and thumbnail kind of described. So, okay, there we go. What do you think about Kirby Clash? I don't care about it because I'm not a big fan of Kirby. Hey, Star Guardian Auri, how are you? Luigi is the best boy. Sorry, boy. No, it's all good. It's all good. Just waiting for people to come in before I start, like, doing things. So, I'm gonna... So, for those who don't know, tomorrow I have a video coming out which talks about the Luigi's Mansion 3, like, it's basically an analysis video. It's not a traditional analysis video where I nitpick, or not nitpick, when I like, point out all the little details in the trailer, because there really weren't many of those, like, not enough to make a full video out of it, so I kind of did a little bit of that, plus a bit of personal opinion, so I didn't have to make two separate videos, even though I guess I kind of did, but Pokemon is the best Doge, I agree. Pink Luigi's gonna ruin Waluigi's whole career. Already has at this point. What else? Okay, so for those of you who are used to my live streams, I actually have things set up a little bit differently today. So let me head over to this. And I'm going to switch over to this view for a second. So here's my setup now. Now, obviously, over here, you see my display capture. So this is like, that's the computer screen. That's going to have like the Luigi's Mansion footage we're going to go over today. Down here, I don't know how you can see me pointing to it. Down here, I put a little message just saying check out my social media. I'm trying to figure out what I want to put here, whether it be just like a picture of Luigi, or if I want to try to get chat in there, but I feel like this space is too small to fit chat. So we'll have to wait and see on that. And then here, for those of you who, if you're either new to the channel, and you hit the subscribe button, a little notification thing will pop up here saying so-and-so has subscribed. So I officially have stream alerts, or whatever it's called, here. So if you subscribe, if you aren't already, then it'll pop up saying that you subscribe to the channel, and it'll have a cool little animation of Luigi dancing, and Luigi's Mansion music will play, and it's lots of fun. Or you'll get a different animation and sound if you donate. So if there's, like, obviously there's the super chat function in the description down below. So if you donate to the super chat, which you definitely don't have to do it, but if you do, you get a different Luigi animation and a different Luigi sound. So, and I'll obviously also shout you out, presuming that I see the name. Actually, let me pull up my YouTube thing on my phone so that when someone does do any of those things, so that I can actually see it. It'll probably take me a couple seconds to completely catch up on who does it. I think I'll hear the sounds of everything going on, but I won't see the alert. I can't see the alert on my computer. I have to look down on my phone for that. So, oh, and I have to keep chat up. Sorry guys, I completely forgot chat. Pulled up his best Doge. Oh, you already said that. Okay, so I guess I haven't missed much. Yeah, are there any questions before we get into today's, content? Actually, hold on. Before we get started with today's content, let me share the live stream link around. Let me see here. Okay, so that's sent there. I'll make a tweet about it. Right? Why not? Right? I'm trying to use Twitter more, like a lot more. For those of you who haven't checked out my Twitter, link is in the. Ooh, sorry for that voice crack. Link is in the description down below. I've actually tweeted a few photos recently that you guys might like. So definitely. 1 second. Sorry, I'm not. I don't know if anyone's saying anything in the chat, but give me 1 second here. Just tweeting for the Nintendo Switch. It will be a fun stream, and you won't regret it. Winky face. Okay, so let's paste the link. Paste. Okay. Alrighty. Sup there, Kickman. What's your opinion on the new game mode? I will talk about that in a little bit. Yeah, Yeet. Really hope this game. I really hope this game explains. I hope that Game Explain gets their hands on Luigi early because they're probably the first ones to get it. Yeah, it's usually like the bigger YouTube channels like Game Explain, IGN. You know, those ones that are really known for reviewing. Let me plug my computer charger in before it starts dying on me. They're usually always the ones to get it first. They usually get it like a week early. They have an embargo that lifts on a certain day, so that's when they can actually talk about it, or at least certain details of it. And then once the game is fully out, all information is fair game. I hope we all get some demo. I don't think we're gonna get a demo. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like Nintendo to give a demo of a game like this. Like, yeah, I don't think they'd give a demo. If anything, it'd be like the E3 demo, but just because there was a playable E3 demo doesn't mean that that demo would come to the Switch, and especially because that is not indicative of the final game, you know? Hi, are you going to get this game day one? Of course I am. Of course I'm going to get this game day one. So yeah, so today, I'm going to be going over the footage for, now tomorrow, for those of you who weren't here, before, I'm going to be having an analysis video up. It's 40 minutes long, so I hope you're into sitting that long on a video talking about 2 trailers for Luigi's Mansion. But, yes, it's a 40-minute long kind of analysis video talking about Luigi's Mansion 3, the Nintendo Minute gameplay, as well as the Nintendo Direct trailer. It's going to be a little bit different than a traditional analysis video. There are definitely a lot of analysis elements in it, like I stop at every frame, not every frame, but like, you know, every screen, point out the little details, all that stuff, but there isn't that much in-depth stuff about it. So I also threw in personal opinion stuff on how I feel about certain things of the trailer, so that I don't have to do a video about it, you know, down the road. Just do it both at one time. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. What's your opinion on the new game mode, Luigi Mansion 3? I don't like it, but I will talk about it. I will talk about it in a little bit. Things like the crappy of a Mario Party minigame. I agree. Up the floor, it's like a recreate. I hope one floor is a recreation of Luigi Mansion 1. That's honestly something that's popular in my Discord server. Like, because in my Discord server, down in the description down below, we talk about Luigi's Mansion all the time. So if you want to talk Luigi's Mansion, if you want to spread your opinions, check out the description down below. And for those who weren't here, obviously it's kind of a new setup. Usually I just have my webcam and the preview of whatever's going on. The bottom is to check out my social media and description, that kind of stuff, and alerts. I have alerts now for new subscribers and super chats, aka donations. So yeah, can you be raking all the common goods? I will be. It's a pelican. Oh, okay, I just didn't remember. Okay, everyone changes their names. I've noticed a lot with you guys. You change your names a lot. I actually was planning actually a video. I actually was getting something set up for that. I was going to do a tier list thing where I had the common ghosts of Luigi's Mansion 1, 2, and what we know of 3, and I was going to have them in a tier list set up. But for some reason, it just was not working for me. So I'm going to try and find a way to do that and make it work. Listen, backtracking is a thing. I want to like in a tank, whatever he wants. Well, there is a tank thing in the original Luigi's Mansion 3 E3 trailer, I think it was, where it looked like there was a... Oh, someone subscribed, or is that a super chat? I don't know what that was. I think it was a subscribe because I didn't get a notification on my phone. And it is Eric Carmichael. Thank you for subscribing. Sorry, it's I say it after it's already probably gone for you. But nevertheless, thank you so much for subscribing. It means a lot. Hearts out to you, Eric. Backtracking. Sorry. I want a proper endless. Oh, don't be sorry. I don't know what you're sorry for, Eric. Don't be sorry. I want a proper endless mode, almost like a paranormal chaos. Ooh, you forgot what? But proper endless mode, that actually is a good idea. I kind of like the paranormal chaos segments because you actually got a lot of ghost combat, and I really like the ghost combat. That's one. I know it's a little Luigi dancing, yeah. That's why I want to do. I want to do that cool little kind of stuff for you guys. For like the little, in case you subscribe and donate all that. But yeah, those are like the segments of Dark Moon that I really, really liked, and that's one problem I am noticing with this game. Is I feel like there's not enough ghost combat. It seems like a lot of, like, oh, do these puzzles, like, like, for example, right, hold on, let me go to the Nintendo Minute footage here, right, so let's open this, theater mode, perfect, Luigi Hotel, okay, so now we're going to start getting into talking about stuff. I'm going to have to adjust this so that it's, like, because, like, obviously it's pretty small here. Do you think Polterpup will play a bigger role in the game besides stealing items? He's definitely not going to steal items in Luigi Hotel. He's definitely not going to steal items, because I think he's actually going to be kind of a companion to Luigi. But as to, like, what purpose he'll serve, I don't know. Floor. So I feel like there's less, I mean, like, Luigi's Slamming Ghost, and there's a lot of emphasis on, oh, this isn't it. This isn't it. This isn't, hold on, this is it. This is not the video. Hey, Happy Face King, how are ya? This is the video. What do you think of the soundtrack so far? Yeah, the soundtrack isn't impressing me. I'll be honest on that. The soundtrack isn't impressing me. I did like the theme on King McFright's floor. I like the music there. And the ghost catching music is alright. But yeah, it's honestly not sounding amazing so far. The thing is with Luigi's Mansion soundtrack is it was repetitive in both games. It was repetitive, but it was catchy. So the thing is, like, you really got familiar with the soundtrack, and you started to really groove along with it, and whenever it changed and everything, you kind of like that. But this game seems to be having, like, a whole different soundtrack. Like, no Luigi's Mansion-esque theme to be heard here. So I don't really know what they're doing. Like, there's no main theme to it. Like, every single game has a main theme, right? Like Legend of Zelda, do, or Super Mario, or like Super Mario Odyssey, the Jump Up Superstar. Every game has a main theme that identifies it. And Luigi's Mansion, even though this theme song was different in both Luigi's Mansion 1 and Luigi's Mansion 2, it was basically the same. Like, it's like, I don't want to sing it, but it's just, yeah, if you get what I mean. Partner bring on companions from Luigi's Mansion 2, I'm not sure. Were we talking about Luigi or Postal Shortcuts a second ago? We were. Yeah, the Golden Bone. I think they're gonna do something different. I think it's gonna be more like the first game, where it's like maybe you reset at like the beginning of the floor or wherever you last saved on the floor. Like maybe there's gonna be save. Like if each floor is gonna be, let's say, an hour long. I think they're going to have some sort of save feature on each floor, whether it be you manually saving through your Game Boy, or, sorry, through your Virtual Boo, or something else entirely. I don't know. But either way, there's going to be a way for you to save, so I'm presuming it'll either, if you die, you'll go back to where you last saved, and there'll probably be manual saves. It might not be auto-save, like, except for, like, floor changing, so you might have to, like, go, I don't know. I think if you die, it'll probably take you back to where you last were. It's not like Dark Moon, because Dark Moon, you would have to leave a whole mission and, like, do 15, 20 minutes work if you got to the end of the mission all over again. So I think if they had, like, little manual saves, I think they could work around that somehow. Do you know something the country knows discuss something? It does sound different. I remember that. It does sound different. I'm beginning for a tutorial. He might. They did say in like the Treehouse event for E3 though that his purpose might actually be different in the final game than what we saw. So I don't know. Usually he hums. Apparently he will hum in this game. I think that got confirmed. Don't quote me on that. I think they said he will hum. Game saves automatically, probably between floors. I don't know if it saves like while you're playing. Like, you know, you walk into a new room and it saves. I don't know if it does that, but hey. I think it's a tutorial. Well, Polterpup, probably, in some way. But I really haven't seen Polterpup throughout the game besides intro tutorial. There were a few instances, like he was in the... For some reason, he was in that multiplayer mode, the Scream Park mode. So, yeah. Polterpup had a bigger role. They even have merch for him, yeah. Polterpup, I really don't care what they do with. Like, as long as he doesn't serve the same purpose as last time. Like, I'm not huge on Polterpup. Like, I like him. But, he doesn't need to be a big integral part of the game, in my personal opinion. He can be tutorial, and that's it. That's how I think. Been seeing the Garden Suites gameplay. I think I've heard him hum in one of the videos about this game. If you can find it, link it to me, because I'd love to see that. But anyways, something I was trying to, or what I was getting at earlier before I got distracted there. Something that I don't like about this game, right, is Luigi's Mansion 1, every single room had a ghost in it. Whether it was common ghosts or portrait ghosts, the main emphasis on the game was ghost combat. And it just seems like most of the rooms are puzzle-based. Like, this one's a ghost combat room. Like, this room, you fight ghosts, right? But here, you have a puzzle room. And the thing that I don't like about these puzzle rooms is that they are all, like, the same. Luigi and Luigi walk into a room. There's some sort of obstacle that Luigi cannot get across, aka these spikes. So Luigi has to walk across from it, pull a lever, or do something to allow Luigi to get access to the other side. That's basically every single puzzle I've seen in this game, just coded differently. And the original Common Ghost. We actually talked about that on my Discord. By the way, like I said earlier, if you want to join on the Discord fund, Discord link in the description down below. We talk about Luigi's Mansion all the time. Ask Happy Face King, ask everyone here who's in the Discord server. We talk about Luigi's Mansion all the time. But anyways, Miss Skyscraper, one of the floors was dark. First games were honest, and you can't slam them. That would be cool, but like not likely to happen. Thank you, Big Chungus, for following me on Instagram. So yes, Instagram and Twitter links are also in the description. I'm trying to use Twitter more, so definitely check those out as well. Maybe the Cancer Screen Park, reminds me of the Dark Moon. Yeah, so, anyone remember the King Boo battle in Luigi 2 when it was so dark? I want to see that again. I kind of liked the boss battle with King Boo in Luigi's Mansion 2. I feel like that's not a popular opinion. That's actually one thing I actually liked about Dark Moon, the final boss. Not the best boss battle, but considering that it's a handheld Luigi's Mansion game, not the best, I think that, and considering how poor the rest of the bosses were, I think King Boo is a decent boss. Yeah, thank you, The Muffin Mole, for following me on Instagram. So like I said, so this is the basic puzzle for this room, right? Let's go, let's see here. Hold on, before I get into that, hold on. This. This is one of those things where I don't get why Next Level Games did not bring back the elementals. This was a feature highly requested to be brought back, the elemental features. One thing I said, what video was it? I think it was the video where I talked about things in Luigi's Mansion 2 that could stay in Luigi's Mansion 2, is that they got rid of the elementals and they replaced it with Luigi having to suck up, let's say, a bucket and fill it with water, or a torch and light it on fire. And here, what's gonna happen? He lights it up, there's fire, you have to light up a torch and burn the spider web. I don't get, it doesn't even make sense that EGAD would remove that feature. Like, I don't know. Hey, Luke, but that's just one of those things that bothers me. It just bothers me. Let's see more of EGAD before the game comes out. I do too, but I don't think, I think he's gonna, he'll be fine. They never really showed much of him off in either of the original 2 games trailers, so I have no reason to believe that he won't be a big part like he was before. I agree the King is too generic. Yeah, I can agree with that. It's pretty generic, but overall, structurally, I like the fight. They're not necessarily combat based. Most of them are puzzles. Isn't necessarily puzzle goes. I think making puzzles part of the level is more clever. Yeah, true. I think making like puzzles like into the environment is clever. I do like that, but not when it's the same puzzle a million times in a row, and not when the puzzles aren't clever. Like in the original Luigi's Mansion, like the puzzles that weren't ghost based were light the candles in the room that are not lit. So it's not like lift this lever, put this here, walk across spikes, pull a lever, use a thing and cause fire and burn spiders. No, it's literally just in the environment. Like the candles, like, oh, maybe I should light them, or the mirror, or the button in the mirror that you just. They're not things that are super obvious. That it's like, oh, you have to walk over the spikes. It's things that require a little bit of thinking, and it's not too obvious. Or puzzle value, I don't like that. I just don't like that, in my opinion. The elements of the game would be too easy. Not really. I mean, the first game had elements, and the first game wasn't too easy. I mean, once you beat it, it's easy, but will upgrades return, like longer charge, longer battery? Dark light doesn't even have a limit. Because there's no meter for the dark light, unless they add that in later. Well, it really wasn't a feature about EGAT. What's the random element weapon found around? Vacuum is elements. Yeah, because, I mean, EGAT invented the poltergeist, so I figure that's something he added in. I never liked the elements. I think it's better to work in the room. Yeah, but it's like if the elements didn't exist, I wouldn't care. It's just it's like a continuity thing. Like they existed like before, and now they're just I don't know. It's just a bit much. Like I don't know. Thank you, Faniverse15, for following me on Instagram. So yeah, so let's see. So yeah, there's this room with the spike puzzle. This room, no, actually I'm going to leave this point till later. You guys already probably know what I'm talking about. Okay, here's the next room. Same exact thing. Luigi and Luigi enter a room. There's an obstacle in the way. The only Luigi can pass. Oh look, there's a little thing he has to pull so that Luigi can get across. It's literally just the same puzzle repeated. And if you don't think that's telling enough, let's see. Where's the other room? There's one other room. Right? I swear there was one other room. This room. So this one's a little more clever. I'll give them that. But it's just the same thing. Luigi can't walk that way, so Luigi has to. So it's just like the same exact puzzle, really. Just Luigi has to bring this across and bring the other one across so that Luigi can walk by. It's literally the same puzzle. Just different coats of paint. And I really don't like that. I love the elements in the first game. The elements experience had stuck up in order to use them. Yes, they were. I definitely think this game will be pretty different from Dark Moon. So in a way, all three games will be different. I think Dark Moon will still have things that did better than 3 and the other way around. I can agree with that. Game have proper continuity. I mean, like none of them do, but Mario Galaxy did. Like things that are part of a series. It's not like, Mario Sunshine has to have continuity with Mario Galaxy. They're completely different series. But this is Luigi's Mansion, and obviously they seem to be making a story arc out of it. I mean, they brought a goo thing back to the original Luigi's Mansion, so they're making a whole storyline out of it. So it's like, I just want Ghost Combat. Me too, but there's not much of it in anything that we've seen. So puzzle appearing 2 times on one floor is repetitive. 3. This is the 3rd one. And we haven't seen the whole floor. And if you want to count this one, I guess technically 4. This one's a little bit different, but same premise. You need to get Luigi. Actually, I don't think you need Luigi here. This room still kind of confuses me. Hey, Luciano, how are you doing? That's what made Luigi's Mansion good. Oh, the Ghost Combat? Yeah, I agree. I like the Ghost Combat in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. But there are differences. You have to block the arrows with the wagons. Yeah, but it's the same thing. Call out Luigi. Make him walk across the arrows and keep shooting at him. Make him do a thing. It's just because it's different in terms of now he pulls a wagon, it's still the same general puzzle. Just you're pulling a wagon now rather than pulling a lever. It's the same exact puzzle. Like the garden suites, the pineapples. I only had one in each room. Now you go through it to make it harder. Want an expansion of the first game, but it's been 18 years. Yeah, I agree. They're not going to do anything like that. What's your opinion on the game over stream screen here? I'll talk about that in a little bit. That was actually a really cool thing. I really like the game over stream. What video is that? This is the Nintendo Minute footage that came out last week. Let me close that, because I think that'll bring this down more. Yeah. Castle McFrieds have a lot of Luigi-based puzzles because it's a content level for Luigi. I'm just saying, a little twist. I mean, maybe. I hope so. Like, if this is the only level where, like, the spikes and everything are part of the level gimmick, then fine. I just think, like, they could have... especially if this is the only floor that Luigi's, like, really... Like, the whole point is to use Luigi and the spikes. They could have at least thought of something else clever about it. Like, they could have... Like, the 3 puzzles are basically exactly the same. Like, basically exactly the same. 4. Forgot about this one. You know, this one, whatever. That's completely excusable. It's the first one. Okay, cool. You know, that's the instance of this puzzle. And maybe there should be one more of this kind of puzzle. Where is it? One more of this kind of puzzle to, like, really show off, like, the scope of it. Because this is the same exact puzzle, isn't it? Like, look at this. Let me go back here. Same exact puzzle. So this one, okay, you know, now it's getting bigger, there's more, it's more, a little more elaborate, whatever. And you could say, oh, but this one's different because there's arrows shooting at him. That's just, no, it's the same thing. Luigi can walk through it, or Luigi can walk through it, you know? And one thing I don't get is, okay, so Luigi can walk through these, right? He's impervious to sharp objects. But not that. Not these. What's the difference with these? That's where you start to have a lot of logistical issues, and I don't know. Oh, I already read that one. What if Retro Studios developed Luigi's Mansion 4? I'd be down for that. They've done pretty good. Thank you, Tyson, for following me on Instagram. And how will that affect anything? It's causing players to strategize more, to thinking. It's not, because it's the same puzzle. It's repetitive. You're not having to think. I mean, this one, whatever. This is, okay, this is excusable because it's a little bit different. But, like, you know, once you get, where is it? Here, you know what to do. There's no strategizing involved. There's no strategizing involved. You know what to do. Like, oh, walk across, pull that. There's no strategizing, especially when you've done it 2 times already. There's no strategizing to it. This room I like. I didn't mention this yet, but this room I like. See, this is what I mean by different puzzles. This is a different puzzle. You know, where Luigi has, or where Luigi can't go in there because there's a little water puddle in there, so Luigi has to walk in there. That's the kind of puzzle I like. Where Luigi has to slip through here to catch the ghost. That's what I like. That's more unique. That's what I'm talking about. For those of you who might not have completely understood what I meant, because I'm horrible at explaining things, that's what I meant. Just different kinds of puzzles. Like that. That's different. Going to be in the movie floor? I hope so. Do you think Portrait Ghost in the first game will return? I don't think so. The only way I could think that that's possible is because of the same logic that King Boo came back in Dark Moon, is that someone bought the painting and released them. Also, guess what this is a torture chamber, basically. Yeah, and I love that. I love when games get a game over screen. First game almost had one, but a darker ending. True. Yeah, of course, we all know that. A certain video of mine may have covered that. Yeah, that's all I'll say on that. Retro would be a good development team, but I missed the Saturday morning cartoon aspect. I didn't like that. I don't like the Saturday morning cartoon aspect, but it's one of those things I can get over. Like, the repetitive puzzles are like, okay, that's a real bother for me. Like, that just bothers me. But the Saturday morning cartoon aspect, while I hate it with a passion, it's something I can get over. Because it doesn't affect gameplay. Do you think you'll ever lose passion for Luigi's Mansion? Honestly, I would if I just don't like this game. If I don't like this game, then I might. Because, like, I mean, I can tell I'm going to like it, but, like, am I going to play it more than once? Even Dark Moon, going through a second time, I was, like, really struggling to get through the game a second time. I really was. Gotta go. Will the stream be archived? Yes, it will. It will be archived after it's done. So, yeah. So, that is that. Let's see. This floor's all about teaching the basics of Luigi. Yeah, but like I said, just having the same puzzle repeated over and over to teach those things. Like I said, this is cool because this is a different kind of puzzle, and this one's okay. You know, like that's a good kind of puzzle. As it loads, there we go. This is a good kind of puzzle. Like those are fine, but it's just the same premise. Like they could have done something completely different. Like maybe the ceiling comes down and only Luigi can walk through. Like like the ceiling crushes down. Like Luigi, I don't know, just something like that where it's completely different than spikes on the floor or arrows shooting at you. Like I don't know. Just I'm done talking about this now. I'm done talking about this. How woke is Qumu in this game? Very woke. Same thing all the time. Same puzzle, just a different solution. Also, no strategizing. Look at the gameplay. You don't need to find out yourself. I mean, this room, they're strategizing. This room right here, they're strategizing. Because you walk into this room, you don't know what to do. So you need to think about it. Strategizing isn't just doing something. Strategizing is stopping and thinking about something. Where you're trying to think, okay, how will this work? Can Luigi go over here and suck this gear? No, he cannot. Does Luigi need to go down here and do anything? No, he does not. I don't think, unless he has to do something there. But that's strategizing. That's thinking. And that's why this one's okay. This room's okay, because it's different. There's no strategizing. There's strategizing in this room. You strategize in this room because you got to get Luigi. He can't get wet, so you have to think about it. Oh, I bring Luigi in there. Then the ghosts pop up and destroy Luigi, so you have to, so there's a little bit more strategizing in here, more than can be said for this room, where you literally see the lever on the other side and the spikes in the ground. You're like, oh, just walk and pull the lever. That's what I mean by strategizing. Give me chills. I admit the game over screen actually did give me chills too. Have my opinion changed on what? Probably the owner of the hotel released King Boo. I don't know what's wrong. He's a big fan of King Boo, according to the Japanese website. Yeah, they're starting to release a little more detail on her, so I'm glad. Different solutions to each puzzle? No. I mean, not the first three. Walk across spikes, pull lever. Or in case of the third puzzle. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here. In the case of this one, walk across while avoiding arrows and pull lever. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know. Like, imagine if every single Mario Party minigame, or, like, every single, like, little aspect of something was doing the same exact thing. Like, if every single Mario Party minigame was get to the end of something. No. You need the minigames that are like, oh, be the last one standing. Or the completely locked-based ones. You need that variety to make the minigames fun. To make them, I really hope we get a lot of different minigames, You don't want to play the same kind of minigames over and over again. This room is actually in the game. They are in the game. They're all in the game. Kind of worried if the game is linear. Yeah, the game does... That was a tricky one. It seems to be in a linear format, but not linear in its structure. So, but what I mean by that is in its format, right? It seems that it's designed, so like Luigi's Mansion, you can go down the hall and there'll be a room locked at the end of the hall, but you can access the room that's across the hall from that one. They have to go to the other side of the floor. They get a key to go back, so it's like you hop around the floor. There's a lot more exploration. For the most part, it just seems like you start at a point and then you get to an end point and then you clear the floor and move on to the next one. So it seems linear in that aspect, and then it seems more open because you can return to any floor at any time. You're not restricted to where you can be except for the floors that are locked. So it's a weird mix. That's where the elevator causes some issues. Now, I personally don't have a huge issue with the elevator, but it does segment the floors. With Luigi's Mansion 1, and even Luigi's Mansion 2, the mansions themselves, they felt like cohesive houses and mansions. They felt like all in one. If, in Dark Moon's case, if you were able to access every single room at whatever point you wanted, it would be a complete, thing. But here, it seems like, you get one floor and then a loading screen. So like an elevator, then loading screen, and then you get another floor. It's not all cohesive. It's not all together. I noticed you also get into some SpongeBob games. What do you think about Rehydrated? It looks great. I'm not going to talk about that in this stream, but I do have a couple of videos covering the subject, so definitely check it out if you check out those videos if you haven't. I mean, you probably have because you know I'm interested in SpongeBob. I'll probably make more videos on that in the future though, once we get more information. Posted Zach Pack Public? Sure. Let me look at this last comment first. I want a moment where you remember Luigi without the poltergeist. I agree. Thank you, Yesay. Miss you, baby cakes. Oh, that's announcements. Ugh. Yeah, I've seen that. I don't know who Scott Falco is, Luke. Because I just saw your post in the Discord chat. The one with the arrows is different because you need Luigi and Luigi to get rid of the arrows, and to do them both at the same time, we need to work together around just sending one person. Yeah, true, but I think there's like I said, there's the whole aspect of, you know, you could have had like the roof crushing down, and maybe it completely touches the ground, so neither of them can pass through. So Luigi has to pull on one end, and it raises the roof just a little bit, so Luigi can't pass through, but Luigi can. So Luigi goes through and then pulls on the other side. Just visual changes. Like, I get it that this is kind of a visual change, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just being really nitpicky, but what video are you watching? This is the Nintendo Minute footage. Okay, so I think I'm going to move on from this point. I'm going to completely move on from this point. Actually, makes them positive to find a way to complete them. Using Luigi is the most common theme on this floor. Yeah, but I'm not going to get into it. I've said it a million times. I'm not going to get into it. What I will get into, though, because I'm done with this point now. I'm done with this point. I'm done. What I will get into is... Oh, shoot. I'm a little bit... Shoot. Because I zoomed in. It's a little bit difficult. Shoot. Where's this? Oh, my God. Easily the best... Oh, wow. That voice crack. Easily the best part of this whole entire thing. Easily the best part. Like, what are alerts for? So, I guess maybe you weren't here. So, if anyone subscribes, so if someone new subscribes, there'll be an alert that goes off with a little animation of Luigi dancing and a little Luigi's Mansion sound saying that that person subscribed. If someone donates, there's a different Luigi's Mansion animation and a different Luigi's Mansion sound that plays whenever someone donates, like, you know, in the super chat that's also down below. So, yeah, so that's what those are for. That's what those are for. Blech. But yeah, but this part right here, easily the best part. Easily. Because it feels just dark, and I love it. I love it. Oh, they had more moments like this that, like, you know, gave you chills. You know, why do you hate Luigi? What? I don't hate Luigi. Oh, someone subscribed! I think. That's what that sound meant. Right? Who subscribed? It takes a while to update on my phone. Luke! Oh, he unsubscribed to resubscribe. But yeah, there's a notification that he subscribed. Woo. But yeah, I don't hate Luigi. It's just that I'm really picky about Luigi. I'm really picky about Luigi's Mansion. Not bit block picky. Like, I think even you guys can admit I'm not bit block picky. Excuse me? I agree. That's the one thing I'll agree with here. Where is it? Is that I've said this since the beginning. I hate that they use white generic font every single time. They just use this basic white font. Like, I don't know. Like, if it's white, that's one thing, you know? Like, I'm not saying they can't use the color white, but at least, I don't know, spice up the font or something. Like, do something with it. Like, I mean, I get it that this isn't the final build, so it could be completely different, but it's just basic. Like, I don't know. Well, and you ever do to you? Oh, that's why you're asking, because it's like, my favorite part of the thing is when he died. No, it's just like how dark it is and how atmospheric it felt just seeing this. Made a 40-minute rant about Mario Party. True. Just a fanboy, you can't accept change. Yeah, like, at least I can accept change. Like, I love all the new moves Luigi has. The slam is probably my favorite. I love that move. The suction shot, I didn't like it at first when they first revealed it, but seeing its functions, I'm starting to get used to it. What else? Luigi, I'm starting to get used to, especially when I played it, like when I played the demo. For those of you who don't know, I played the demo of Luigi's Mansion, the E3 demo that they had. I played it in New York City. when I played that and used Luigi, I didn't mind him much. I feel like there will be parts where I get annoyed having to use both of them, especially the parts where you have to use them both at the same time. I think that could get annoying. Like if you watch the boss fight with the Godzilla thing, like the movie set thing, it just looked awkward to use both of them at the same time, and swapping between them. That just seemed awkward. But other than that, I'm totally down for Luigi. Games really missing games where you can see the consequences of losing. I agree. No, it just looks too bland. There's spooky text. I agree. The first game people complain there's no variety. I also agree. Everyone with me, Big Buford. What's up, Big Buford? How are you doing? Luke, that seems true. On the way out, yes, I agree. I had a point to add. Oh, the funny thing is, when I first saw this game over thing, the thing, like, I got chills when I watched it. I think someone else mentioned that earlier, too. I got chills when I first saw this, because it's the first, obviously it's the first time we saw Luigi in a painting, but we also saw Egad in the painting, and that, I don't know why, that hit me. When I saw Egad in the painting, too, and how scared he looked, like, that actually, like, I don't know, like, I got kind of feels for that. I don't know. I just overall like the atmosphere of this game over screen, and I know, like, there's probably more to it than just this because of, like, the jump cut. For those of you who don't know what I mean. Like, watch, it's going to be a little cut, like, right here. Ready? See, it just jumps right to that. Like, there wasn't a transition. It just jumped right to it. So there's probably something we missed. So that's also probably telling me this might be a temporary game over screen. But, you never know. True game over screen. Yeah, so I definitely like this game over screen. It's definitely, what did they even do in Dark Moon? I think they did it kind of similar to the first game, right? I don't remember. I don't think I died much in Dark Moon my second playthrough. Didn't Luigi just collapse and it said, I think it did the same exact thing, except it said good night, and then it would say, like, restart mission or return to bunker, right? Didn't it do something like that? So I like this. I like this a lot. Don't know if there's anything. Oh, there is something else I want to comment about this. Where is it? Where is it? You all already know the next point. You already know. You all already know the next rant I'm going to go on here. You already know. These. Composure? Composure? Advantage shows good night. Yeah, I think it's the same exact thing. 20 toward link. I think it's better game mode. Luigi's Mansion 1. I like this one more. The one Luigi Mansion 3, I like this one more. I like the overall, I like the actual goodnight text more, and the fact that the screen kind of dims. I really like that. But I think I might like this one more. Also, Luigi's dying and she literally falls asleep. If you know what I say, this could be the beta game over again like the first everybody. Maybe. Maybe just don't affect the game much. They don't, but I just wish they were designed differently. Like, I just don't like that they were just mini versions of the Blue Ghosts. Like, and the Red Ghost too, obviously, they were back here somewhere. I just wish that they did something different. Like, because, like, I know that, like, there's more common ghosts that we probably haven't seen. We saw the one, I did the video the other day where I talked about the common ghosts that someone pointed out to me that, we haven't seen, Like, I get that. There's going to be more common ghosts. But if you're going to have a different... they even called these new ghosts. The guy, Bryce, I think his name is, the director of this game, he literally called these new ghosts. And I just look at them and I'm like, they're not new. We've seen these ghosts a billion times. I just wish they designed them differently. Like, every single room, we fight the blue ghost. It just seems that way. Like I said, it could change. It could definitely change. Whatever. And if there is a more variety, like if there's 2 to 3 different kinds of common ghosts in each room, and they have these guys in whatever. But given the fact that we're mostly fighting the blue ghosts to begin with, and then the mini ghosts, the new ghosts they introduce, are the same exact designs for the blue ghost, just mini, it's just lazy, in my personal opinion. Okay, never mind then. What do you mean? Pointing towards the link? Wait, what do you mean by that, Happy Face King? Wish the gates looked more organic, like Mr. Vines, like the first game. I agree. But I mean, they don't bother me that much. Like, it's one of those things where it's like I'm not too bothered by the gates. I do wish they were designed better, like in the first game, where there's literally vines around the door, or at least something that will, like, I don't know. But it doesn't bother me much. They altered in proportions. Well, obviously they're altered in proportions. Obviously, they're smaller. Name is Big Buford. They have different attacks. Yeah, I know that. I know they have different attacks. They're completely different ghosts. I get that. But they're designed like the other blue ghosts. Like, they're not, like, even like, Luigi Mansion 1, there were the small ghosts that were just like these. What, the flying fish? But they were designed differently. They had a unique design to them. Like, you can't, come on. You cannot argue that they should have a different design. Like, really? How could you argue against that? They're literally the same exact ghost, just smaller. And then you capture them differently. Like, they should have a different design. Sorry I'm getting so passionate about this, oh my lord. But I guess it's what I'm here for, right? Like, that's why you guys are here, because I'm so passionate about this game, because I want this game to be something special, you know? They're technically new, they behave differently. I know they behave differently, but they don't look different. Like, if you just if you reskinned the purple punchers in the original Luigi Mansion, like, if you modded it and made the purple punchers look the same exact way as the orange ghosts, just literally the orange ghost, maybe a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger, whatever, you're still going to say, oh, that's just the orange ghost. Just looks different. Same exact thing here. The straps on during the fortification scenes. Yeah, and I noticed this as well in like if you save the game, I don't think if you save it through Toad, but I think if you save it through EGAD, like if you capture a Boo and you save the game, if you look at the picture when you're saving the game, there's no tube coming out of the back of the poltergust. Look at that next time. Like, it's a legit thing. I haven't seen anyone else mention it, but I see the blue ones more than the hammer and the gold ones. Yeah, like the blue ones are the most common ghosts there are. And I get it, so are the orange ghosts in the original Luigi's Mansion, but you always had variety. Isn't too scary. Say, and be sure unless I just think. Damn screen a little too scary for children? No. I just want some good humor. Another thing I like about Dark Moon, the humor is nice, but it needs atmosphere to go along with the humor. Or, the thing is with the humor, like, Luigi seems scared, but nothing that's happening around him is scary. Like, if the ghosts are acting goofy and silly, what about it is scary unless there's a moody atmosphere to it? The stronger ghosts in Luigi's Mansion 2? Yeah, they were the stronger ghosts in Luigi's Mansion 2, but there were still a decent variety of common ghosts. There were the green ghosts, the red ones, the sneakers, the hiders, the blobby ones on the floor that I really didn't care for, but that's another thing. The poltergeists, they were still a decent amount of common ghosts, so that was acceptable. You know, here we've seen 4 in gameplay, but we've mostly seen blue. Like, imagine if it was just the greenies that you mostly saw in Luigi's Mansion 2. So you just mainly saw the greenies, and then you got spatterings of the other ones, and then they started introducing the powered-up versions of the greenies. It's so high-pitched without Luigi's Mansion 2. That's another thing that, like, bothered me, but it's not completely, like, game-ruining. Like, oh, their voices are high-pitched. Takes me out of the mood, but I don't care. I think I've seen the Know Who's thing too. Yeah, it's really, really weird. Those are literally recalls. Well, that's different. They're like the Speedy Spirits. That's completely different because they're literally just there for money. They're not a common ghost. They're just there so you can suck them up and collect the money. So I'm fine. Like the Speedy Spirits in this game, I'm completely fine with. Like, I'm completely fine with that. It doesn't have to be a completely different ghost of the Speedy Spirit because it's a Speedy Spirit. It's always the main common ghost, either the gold ghost, the greenie, or in this case, whatever his name is. I don't remember. The glooby, I don't know what his name is, but it's always the main common ghost, but a different color. That I never cared about. It's just that when you have something completely new and different, like, I don't know. Oh yeah, there's definitely more to see, but it's just a shame that, like, I don't know. I'm like I said, I don't want to get too much into things because I'll get really heated and I'll get really, really bitter. I read that. I only just mentioned scare me silly. I mean, neither of the original two Luigi's Mansion games, in my personal opinion, were like really, really scary. The first one like gave me feels when I was younger. Like there was a mood to it, but it didn't scare me. Like it creeped me out at points, but it didn't scare me. They act like goofy minions, yeah. That's why I said like if there's a like a solid atmosphere to it, like if there's a solid atmosphere to the rooms, the goofiness could work. The minion nature could work, but with how light the game is and just how upbeat the game is in general. Like like the newer games are a lot more upbeat than the original Luigi's Mansion, which I have no problem with. Like, there's not a particular issue with the games being more upbeat. Thank you, Enigma, for subscribing. There's no problem with the games being more upbeat. It just kind of takes away from the atmosphere, and that's where the ghosts come in as well. Luigi's the protagonist, and he fits the setting. He's a coward. He's scared of anything. Yeah, but there's a certain point like where it gets ridiculous. Like, yeah, he's a coward, but I'm pretty sure Ghost throwing around something, having fun, being like, "Whoa, look at this!" It's not gonna make you go, "Oh my god!" Like it might make you jump, like, "Whoa!" Like like, "Oh my god!" Like back away. But Luigi literally drops to the floor. The first freaking enemy Luigi encounters in the game is a mouse, a little mouse with a key. And he literally freaks out so hard that he jumps, he drops his flashlight, and he's petrified for like 3 seconds so that the mouse can get away. There's a difference between over comedic level of cowardice versus realistic level of cowardice. If you saw a mouse, you wouldn't drop everything you did, especially if you've seen like haunted stuff before. Like if you're used to the haunted stuff at this point, you've seen worse in the previous Luigi's Mansion game. You saw literal dead human ghosts. So a little mouse should be nothing, especially since you captured like 20 million ghost mice in the original Luigi's Mansion in the first place. Humans aren't like Luigi. Come again with that. Booze will take... Yeah, the booze I'm still curious about, but I already did a whole video about that. There's just so much evidence that the remake was rushed. It was rushed to an extent. Like, I just think it should have been on the Switch, but that's a whole other issue. The speedy spirits are a different case when it's the same as the regular ghosts, just like the minis. But the minis are a new functioning ghost. Like, literally, the speedy spirits are just there to capture and get money. There's one, like, in every 10, 15 rooms, whatever, and it's been a thing since the first game. Like, they're tradition at this point. Like, so if you're going to introduce, like, I don't know, if you're going to have a new tradition, introduce new ghosts, might as well make them unique. Crowd when I play Luigi's Mansion 2. Okay, that's interesting. Well, there's time travel in this game. You travel from the first mansion, one would hope. Rabbids are minions too, but older. Yeah, I never cared about the rabbits that much. Do you think the burst move would count as jumping, sort of? No, because you can't really do much with it. Like, I've never seen an instance where Luigi uses the burst to, like, hop over a gap. He just uses it to push the ghost away. Like, it seems like when you use the burst, you go up, and there's no mobility to it. You go up and then back down, and it's like a 1 second thing. So you're not really able to move, so it's not really a jump. It's more like a block. I was afraid of mouse. Let's get more players for the third game. That's where I think the Switch could have come in better. But, like... I don't know. That's what I think. Bearing who is Luigi's a Luigi's a cat, scared of anything. Isn't a valid argument. Okay, so let's not compare humans to this then. Let's take Luigi from the first game. Like I said, he literally fought ghosts that were dead humans. He fought a little girl that died in her sleep. And he knows this because the information's on his Game Boy Horror. He saw a girl that died in her sleep. A baby ghost that was born as a ghost. An uncle who wanted to hide away from everyone because of how much he was judged. He's seen dark stuff in the first game. Ghost mice, ghost bats, ghosts that dropped bombs on him, ghosts that threw bowling balls at him made out of poison mushrooms, he would shrink, ghosts that had things that would stab him, the Shy Guy ghosts that would literally grab him from behind, ghosts that you can only see in mirrors. That kind of stuff would freak you out. In the first game, for example, right, if there was a ghost you could not see in the room, you could only see it through a mirror, I would freak out. That's something I would really freak out at. In the first game, Luigi just goes, "Ugh," turns around and captures them. In the second game, God, you probably have a heart attack and die. Like, take the comparison of Luigi jumping at an invisible ghost appearing in a room, and compare that to Luigi jumping at a mouse. Honestly, I agree so much with the Bitblocks and the Red Ghost Haunted Mansion from SpongeBob. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the design of the Red Ghosts, mainly because of their very blocky design. But I can get used to it. Luigi fights dead humans in this game. We don't know that. They doesn't say that they're dead humans. They could just be ghost humans. You don't know that they're dead. And either way, yeah, so Luigi should be absolutely petrified of all of these then. It's so inconsistent. I don't know. I think a secret final Mario Bridge. No, that's not gonna happen. Mario, Peach, Toad, not playable. It's not gonna happen. If they would have been playable, then they would have shown it already. If there was a whole intent of them being playable, they would have shown that off in Scream Park footage or Scarescraper footage. They would have shown that off. So then the Game Boy horror. Oh wow, that's a voice crack. What do you think about the burst mood? Is it helpful or awkward? Helpful. Like, the one complaint I would have about both the original Luigi, well, not really the second one, because the second one kind of addressed this, is that if there were, like, lots of ghosts in the room, you could feel very overwhelmed. So, the burst does seem to really help with that, and I like the burst. It's a good move. I completely agree with, like, I'm in favor of the burst move. I really like it. There's mini creepers from Dark Moon? What the hell were the mini creepers? I don't even remember those. I wish Luigi ate dead humans. Jeez. Teacher from fear. I mean, like it's one thing if Luigi has legitimate fear from like I said, like legitimately kind of spooky things, but like a singular mouse that's holding a key causes you to literally be paralyzed for like 3 seconds so that the mouse can get away. Come on. Hi, Katya. What if Luigi has a horn? Oh, we already read that. They said that they'll be waiting in a safe area after they're rescued. The purple goop Legos, they're called creepers. Wasn't it those? Oh yeah, those ones. I hated those ones. So wait, so what are the mini ones? Like, were they? Wasn't it just like they broke apart or something? I completely forget the gimmick with those ghosts. Freaking, I hated those ghosts. Comparing it to Luigi's Mansion 1 isn't validating your own points. If Luigi is gets scared in this game, it shows he's a coward. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that it's so inconsistent that it's just like, I don't know. What do you think? Wait, my main problem is the first game, it felt boring. I can agree with that. Don't you think Luigi is scared because the ghost might trap him in a painting? That's why he's probably scared of King Boo. King Boo has that ability. I'm pretty sure that he's not scared of these little ghosts. Or a mouse putting him inside a painting. It's not... No. That's not what he's scared of. This game is pretty boring. Pretty boring. When do you think this game takes place in Mario Timeline? I actually tried to make a video about that, like, a while ago. Like, back when I was in the UK. But it just, like, completely escaped from me. Like, I don't have any of the stuff for that anymore. Like, I don't have any of the files or anything. But what did I say? I think I put it in the timeline, like, after Mario Sunshine. And then, like... Yeah, so after Mario Sunshine is when the events of Luigi's Mansion happened. Mario and Peach just got back from vacation. That's why he had bags packed, so that he can head right to Luigi's Mansion, hence why he got there first. Then obviously Luigi got there, the events of Luigi's Mansion happened, then the day was saved, then, obviously EGAT had a garage sale, sold off the paintings, whoever bought the painting, which for some reason, I had the fear that it was Wario who bought the painting. Oh, because Wario's a, treasure hog. Wario likes treasure, so obviously the gold frame with the picture of King Boo, obviously is like, ooh, treasure. So Wario buys the painting at the garage sale. Boo's attack Wario, take the painting back, use the Portrificationizer to free King Boo. Then the events of Dark Moon happen, and then somehow Luigi Mansion 3 falls into all this. Luigi gets knocked out. Then he gets trapped into a painting. Yeah, but that's because, like, he died. Like, if he's, like, you know, he's doing fine for himself right here. Like, I don't know. Like, it's a boss fight. Like, it's... I think you're thinking a little too deep into it. Literally, it's just the point that nothing really scary is happening and Luigi's getting scared. I get it. Luigi's a coward, but he shouldn't be that cowardice, given that he's done this so many times before. Right? Okay, for example, right? If you go into a haunted house, all right? You go into the haunted house, you get out of it the first time, it was really, really scary. The next time you go in, are you going to be as scared? Because you know what's coming up. You're like, oh, I've done this before. I've been through this kind of stuff before. And here I'm comparing him to a human, but it's just how it works. You can say that for any species of anything. If they're used to something, if they're conditioned to something. I took psychology, I know this. If they're conditioned to something, then they'll do something. Like, bring on the Luigi Mansion series, and we still haven't seen them. Yeah, it's really weird how the boos aren't, you know. But his greatest fears are ghosts, though. Yeah, but like I said, he got petrified over a mouse. Hey, sorry I'm late. Is this the I Hate Luigi's Mansion Club? No, it's just me nitpicking. I know you guys hate when I nitpick, but I don't nitpick for the sake of nitpicking. Like, that's something I think you guys gotta understand. So many times when I do videos where I nitpick, I've seen people comment before saying, oh, this guy must not like Luigi's Mansion. And I'm like, what? I'm like, someone literally commented that, like, something last week, like, wow, you must really not like Luigi's Mansion to be nitpicking this much. And I'm like, so obviously you haven't seen my channel. Like, I mean, my old logo, my t-shirt, right there. By the way, t-shirts, get them. Link in the description. I was gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear my t-shirt. Don't mind this minor side thing, guys. Why do you think Luigi's afraid of ghosts? I mean, everyone's afraid of ghosts. Like, that's not even a cowardice thing. That's just being afraid of ghosts because people are afraid of ghosts. Like, that's a normal thing. The ghost true. Scaring the 3DS remake. I don't care that much, about not being in the 3DS remake because we have it in Dark Moon. You know, if people want to play Scare Scraper on the 3DS, they play it in Dark Moon. Though, with the original Luigi Mansion style, ooh. Or even in the original Luigi's Mansion, like, even in the original Mansion, let's say you all start off in the foyer, and, like, you obviously don't have to fight the portrait ghost or anything like that, or maybe fight a couple of them, but, like the game gives you a certain route. Like, maybe you start off in the foyer, and you go a completely different route than the regular game, right? Start off in the foyer, then you go, let's say, into the main hallway in the first floor, go into the ballroom, capture ghosts in there, then head into the dining room, capture ghosts in there. I think that would have been kind of cool. Humans are afraid of mice, too? Yeah, but not, like, first of all, like I said, Luigi's handled mice before. He's handled them before in the original game, and did not show much fear to them. And secondly, not to the point of, you know, especially when he sees that it has a key, you know, completely dropping down, you know, petrified, you know, and then the mouse gets away, and then coincidentally he can chase the mouse, take care of it, and get the key just fine. Like, if he was scared of the mouse, he would, like, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm thinking too deep into it. But you said not to compare it to a human, so. You said not to compare Luigi to a human, but you're comparing it to a human, so. Vacuum Polterpup as an enemy, of course, I agree. Where does he end up in the basement of the hotel? That I'm still not sure of. I'm still trying to think. I think that it might just be. I don't know if this is going to be the case, but maybe it's his hotel. I mean, why else would he have a lab in the basement? Maybe it's his hotel, or another theory I have is the basement seems to be like a parking lot area. So maybe EGAD has a mobile lab. So he has a lab that he can take with him, kind of like a camper kind of thing, like a mobile home that he takes with him, and he puts it in the car garage, and that's where you access EGAD's lab. So unlike both of the original two games, you can actually physically walk to EGAD's lab and talk to him whenever you want. So I think that might be a thing. So scared of mice, exactly. Luigi handled much worse than mice in the original game. They're alive? Yeah, but they're still mice. If you saw a ghost mouse on the floor, I think you'd be even more scared if you saw a ghost mouse on the floor. Like, you're just casually walking down the hallway, you see a ghost mouse. I think that's more scary than a live mouse. Imagine that story, telling that to a friend. Yo, man, I saw a ghost mouse in my apartment. It was scary as hell. I feel the little ghost because running on the ghost island looked like it could do different things. It didn't seem like it because we saw the two, like maybe the red ones are stronger, but I don't know. Let me just aim this down for a second, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. Look at this. I love this. I might have made a mistake because there's a little weird here. There's like a little white dot. That must have I don't know if it was a printing error or if it's like part of the picture, but guys, like look at this. This is an awesome t-shirt. I'm happy with this. Definitely go get it down below, guys. Dude, I love this. I'm sorry. Self-promotion. Sorry, I had to. Anyways. See here. It can't be the owner. The owner's supposed to like the elevator. Yeah, that's why I switched my theory to that EGAT has a mobile lab this time around, and he takes it to the hotel in the basement. That's why, like I said, the basement seems to be like a parking garage. So that's where that theory came in. Want that shirt? Link in the description down below. I actually really like how it came out. I mostly designed it myself. I had someone do the Luigi. I had someone do the Luigi design, but the rest of it was actually myself. In fact, actually, I didn't really like how they handled Luigi. So hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Let me give you a little story time about my shirt design. So I obviously wanted the design. I mean, I talked about it with you guys on one of my last live streams I did. Sorry about the glare. I don't know how to fix that. Actually, let me do this. This is help. A little bit. But I had the guy do the Luigi. And, he did, the no mustache. But he was kind of off on some of the colors. So I had to go in and change it. For some reason, he made the flashlight an orange color. I have no clue why he made the flashlight orange. So I obviously changed it to gray. Not hand drew, but, I digitally drew all of these ghosts. I actually think I did a good job on all of them. So, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to... I gotta show off my own merch, right? Like I said, links in the description. It's the Teespring thing. I tried to look in the description of this video. Obviously, that's not it. So yeah, currently do human for good reasons. Do human saying that they wouldn't do that. Yeah, but you're still comparing them to a human. It's the same exact thing. Oh, sorry, light back on. You can draw, Zach? Awesome. Yeah, I'm not the best. I mean, these actually came out really, really well. But usually I'm not the best artist. Think the entire hotel is an illusion. It could be. Of each of the common ghosts we've seen so far, I honestly like the designs of all of them, really except for the red one. The red one, I'm just not a huge fan of the blocky design. But every other ghost, I'm completely fine with. Why does he look so flat? Which one? The one on my shirt? Well, because I basically just did a basic drawing. I didn't go into full detail or anything. It's just a shirt. What's your favorite common ghost from the first game? In the first game, probably the grabber ghosts. Yeah, probably the grabber ghost or the blue twirlers. Probably. Ceiling surprises are pretty cool. Garbage can ghosts are pretty cool. Shy guy ghosts are pretty cool, but yeah, actually, yeah, probably the grabber ghost. That's why I'm really happy that the grabber ghost is basically returning. I am so happy about that. I was really hyped when I saw that. That's my opinion. Thank you, Eric. Would you ever make a talk show or podcast if your channel blew up? Probably. The problem I'm facing, as you guys know, I'm gonna go blee. Yeah, I know. the one problem I have with my channel is, like, I obviously, you guys have probably all seen the poll I did on my channel. I really want to expand into other content, but obviously you guys do not want that. See, you guys were very vocal. At least most of you were very vocal on not wanting me to really expand out on content. Most of you are really like is 30% would watch whatever video that I upload, and then Nintendo related, of course. And then 70% are only here for Luigi's Mansion content, which is completely fine. You know, I set myself up for that one. I always just make Luigi's Mansion content. I've been doing it for years. Completely understandable why you guys would. So that's what's going to be hard about my channel growing. Because Luigi's Mansion is a niche audience. That's kind of why I want to expand my content and make more. That's why I changed my logo and the art on my channel, because I want to expand a little bit more and not be branded exclusively as a Luigi's Mansion channel. I mean, I want to try to get, like, that's why, like, a lot of you were asking, because I have this analysis video coming out tomorrow, but I finished it last week. A lot of you were like, why don't you just release it now? And I want to steadily release Luigi's Mansion content, because if I release 3 Luigi's Mansion videos in 1 week, and then have a few weeks where I got nothing and there's no Luigi's Mansion content, the overall viewage on my channel would go down. So I want to try and steadily, consistently release Luigi's Mansion content, so I'm trying for 1 a week. With the occasional special one, like this live stream and the video I uploaded on Saturday. Those are the occasional special ones, so, you know. And plus, I just don't have the money to, like, really, you know, make my channel premium at the moment. I really don't. I am a college student. I haven't even been able to pay my tuition bill for this semester because I just do not have money. I need a new microphone for these live streams. I need a new tripod and some lights to make my videos look better. But I just can't afford it at the moment. On top of having to get Luigi's Mansion 3, which I'm going to have to splurge out on regardless so I can cover it on the channel. So it's all, like, the future of my channel is very uncertain. I don't know if I'm going to grow or not. That's why I'm happy I'm talking to random encounters, because if I'm in a musical of theirs in the future, which we're kind of talking about, if you don't know who Random Encounters is, I did a video on them yesterday. Didn't do the best of views, so definitely go check that video out. But if, like, things go with them, I can get more exposure, and they can help out my channel. So, hopefully that's the case. There's some design sheets, the Poltergeist Jew, and some... You guys also invited to the hotel? Maybe. Yeah, that's another thing. I pointed out in my analysis video of the E3 trailer that there's a, like, by the, like, where the 3 Ghosts in the Maid outfits came out and laughed at Luigi, there's, like, a poster of the Poltergeist Jew on the side. Apparently, due to a human, that's not a good comparison. I used a comparison and talked about how humans are afraid of mice. Just about protagonists, scared of a mouse. And Luigi being a major coward, he'd be scared of a mouse more than the average human. And no. But like I said, he's dealt with mice before, and he wasn't scared. That's my main point, that he's done this before, and he wasn't scared of a mouse. There were literally, he would go down a hallway with, like, 10 ghost mice walking around, and ghost bats, and he wouldn't do anything unless he was hurt. Oh, thank you, Eric. Do not feel obligated to, why didn't there should have been a notification. There should have been an alert. Why was there no alert for that? Oh, that sucks. That should have been an alert. I literally set up an alert. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Oops, not Discord. Hold on. I set up an alert so that all... There it goes. That was late. Better late than never, I guess. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, at least that's... Wait. No, it didn't pop up. What the heck? Oh, wait. Hold on. Am I stupid? Oh, I didn't apply it. Oh, I didn't. Oh. So your notification didn't. I feel... Okay, that's shitty. That's... Just know that it happened. You heard the sound effect. Stay new fans will just come to you. That's true. That's why I'm trying to, I'm making, like, a lot of posts now, like, oh, vote on this, and I'll talk about it, because I'm going to try to make more Mario Party content, because Mario Party content does decently well, so I think Mario Party content will be really, really welcome on this channel. So, yeah, hopefully you guys want Mario Party content, because I do have a few plans with that. I have a video coming out Friday, which some of you guys got the notification that I accidentally forgot to put it on private. But watch that. Yeah, Mario Party content. I'm definitely going to be doing Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated content. That's a definite. And I'm just going to try and do more of what I'm passionate about. Because I'm passionate about Luigi's Mansion. Yes, I am. But once the game comes out, and once I review it, and I need water. Hold on. Holy cow. Okay. Sorry about that. My throat is getting a little bit sore. Cough off me. But once Luigi's Mansion 3 comes out, and I do my Zag plays, knock on wood, that I can actually do this one. I wanted to do one of Man and Medin, did not end up working because technology wanted to fail on me, so I really hope that this one works. So, Luigi's Mansion 3 Zag plays. God, if that doesn't happen, I'm going to be so mad. So after that, and I'm also going to do a review of the game, and I'm probably going to do a couple of videos on, like, you know, what they can improve for Luigi's Mansion 4, or that kind of stuff. They're probably going to do stuff in lines with that. So once I'm done with those videos, there's not much other Luigi's Mansion content I can make besides my favorite kinds of ghosts, or my favorite this, or something I didn't like about that, and that kind of stuff. What do you think the Scare Screamer boss will be like? Hold on a second, I'm going to quickly turn on the lights. Sorry about that. I think the Scare Scraper, will probably have different versions of the common ghosts, kind of like Dark Moon did, or what I think they might do is maybe they'll add some of the portrait ghosts. Like maybe on the roof for the final boss, it's an arena, like the boss battles from, you know, from the game. So like maybe you'll get put into a grassy area and you have to fight Dr. Potter, or you'll get put in like an arena and you'll have to fight King McFright, or something like that. They might do something like that. Once the game comes out, couldn't that mean you can make a bunch more Luigi's Mansion content? So you can have the game, I might look it up more on YouTube. Plus there's a whole videos about, so why would it end? It's not the fact that it would end, it's how long could I keep doing it for? Like, there's only so many videos that I can make about Luigi's Mansion without really drawing it out. Because I do feel bad sometimes when I upload videos. They just feel like rehashes of some old videos I did because it's the same basic concept, but it's just a little bit different. I don't like uploading those videos, I'll be completely honest. Like, when I uploaded the 5 things we need to learn about Luigi's Mansion at Gamescom, it was so much like my one about E3 that I really felt bad uploading it because, like, it's the same points. But I guess it's like Nintendo Direct predictions, isn't it? Like, Nintendo Direct predictions are the same every single time. And I guess that's probably another thing I'd cover, too, on this channel. Like, just general, like, new Nintendo stuff. Like, Nintendo Directs. Not leaks. I know a couple of you like talking about leaks. I did that kind of stuff as a joke, mostly before, because I had a feud with a certain YouTuber named Lax Chris. So I mostly did all that as a joke. And I'm not much of one to talk about leaks. I'll mention them. Like, if there's a predictions video, and I'll say, oh, this leak, you know, might have some credibility, so maybe this, and this game will be announced. But I'm not going to do a whole 10-minute video talking about a leak. Opinions about the actual game, theories, etc. Yeah, but like I said, there's only so many videos I could do about that. Like, I got my game review, so there you go. Now you know how I feel about the game. So, and yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do. I definitely want to expand my content more than just Luigi's Mansion. Like I said, what I want to do ideally is have Luigi's Mansion content out once a week. Typically on Wednesdays. That's what I'm trying at right now. Wednesdays. Every single Wednesday is a new Luigi's Mansion related video. And then on voice crack. And then on Monday and Friday, there's just 2 completely other kinds of videos. Like, yesterday was the Random Encounters video. Go watch it, by the way, you guys. It was an awesome video to make. Actually, it was a lot of hard work, too, to make that video. But anyways, yesterday was the Random Encounters video. Friday's a Mario Party video. So there's going to be 2 different kinds of videos on Mondays and Fridays. And then Wednesday's Luigi's Mansion Day. So, yeah. Okay, let's get back into watching more Luigi's Mansion stuff. I don't know why I really stopped. So now we're going to get into gameplay of the garden area. And I'm going to be talking more about my thoughts on the garden area. Because I think I've done it before. But the thing is, it's hard because like I do get a decent amount of not like a whole lot of new subscribers every day, but like I think I get about an average of 2 to 3 new subscribers every single day, which isn't a lot, granted. But when I don't do a live stream talking about certain things for a few weeks, that's like 20 to 25 people who might now want to regularly watch my content that doesn't know how I feel about a certain thing. So yeah, so we'll be watching this now. New Mario's. I know you already said. I hope that they do something with Mario Sunshine. Like, I'm kind of hoping that the next 3D Mario game isn't just Odyssey 2. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, for me, like, I don't know how many people think Mario Galaxy 2 is a better game, but, like, I love Mario Galaxy because it was novel. Mario Sunshine I liked because it was novel. Um, Mario Odyssey I like because it was novel. And I just think they need another new idea while using the same engine. It's kind of like what they seem to be doing with Breath of the Wild 2. It seems to kind of be going in a different direction, like in terms of visually and just how the game feels overall. But it's the same premise, as in like it's the same engine, same graphics, same models, probably even. Honestly, I don't care what happens. Just keep with the genre, Nintendo and video games. Yeah, that's one thing. Like, cause I wanted, I was so hyped about Man of Medan. And I really wanted to start covering games like Man of Medan on my channel. But obviously, since the game is so vastly different, it's not Nintendo. It's a mature game. It just didn't get the viewership because you guys aren't into it. And I'm not gonna blame you guys for it. It's just not your type of stuff. I completely understand. There are channels I watch the same exact thing, but it makes it hard to make content about what I want if not a lot of people watch the content. Because at the end of the day, this is gonna sound horrible and greedy, but like I want to be able to make. I'm not gonna say be a full time YouTuber or make an income, make it like a huge life supporting income, but be able to like have something to supplement in case I'm in times of trouble. In case something happens where I get fired from a job or I can't find work. Like right now, I'm in a bit of a pickle. I'm trying to find work at school and nowhere's replying to me. So, I would love to be able to have a little bit, like YouTube. Like I really like while I have time in college, like while I have free time, I want to devote a lot of time to making this channel bigger so that when I'm older and I don't have as much time, I can still make the content, but I'll already have the viewership there. But that's enough YouTube talk. Hey, Potato, how are you? Just heard a girl scream. Gotta love college. Sci-Fi Mario where he travels through time. The 3D Mario title that's really clever. Yeah, just something unique. Just something clever. Alright, so let's... So this is just... I think like certain bits of this are cut out. I don't know why this is kind of... So this... Yeah, it's kind of weird. No, actually, no, I'm not going to really mention it. I already talked kind of about the elevator thing. Alright, I'm going to refresh this. For some reason, it's a little bit laggy. I apologize about that. Load. Why is it not working? There we go. Oh, it skipped a little bit. That's unfortunate. Let's go back here. So many people were like really angry when I was talking crap about the shark portrait ghost and how I just did not like it. So, I don't get it, man. It's like, I talk about one thing I don't like. Like, I talk about the shark boss, and I don't think it looks great. I get, like, mauled for that. It's like, for saying I wasn't a huge fan of the shark boss. But I literally complimented every other boss we've seen so far, but I didn't like the shark boss. That caused people to get mad at me. I'm at the dentist right now. I had a dentist appointment not too long ago. Let's see. One back YouTube channel later. I love the cutscene. Yeah, it's really cool. The Numa Nomi dance have waited so long. I'm not doing that again. That was a one-time deal. That's a one-time thing. But yeah, I love the design of this one in particular. It actually kind of reminds me of the one I did. Like I did a common ghost, or not common ghost. Sorry, like a human portrait ghost. Like I'm presuming all of you have seen the video back before Luigi's Mansion 3's portrait ghost or human ghost were confirmed. I did a video saying this game needs portrait ghosts, and here are some designs I've made. The one I made for the garden area, because I knew there's a garden area because of the original concept image of the mansion, I put a gardener ghost. And it's basically like a female version of this. Like I had the hat. I even think I had the flower in the hat. You know, I didn't have the backpack. I think that's the only thing. And obviously this is a male. So maybe I'm not as close as I feel. But like I had the hat and the flower. Kind of the general gist of the outfit. Numa, yay. Yeah, except there's a female. Exactly. Like, it's basically just the male version of the one I did. And obviously they did the bellboy ghost, but I think that one was kind of like a given. Yeah, so, yeah, this ghost looks great. I don't know why this is, okay, you know what? No, I'm not even going to bother with this, because that looks horrible. Sorry, guys, I'm just going to hop through the footage and talk about things individually. So one of my big things about this floor, do you know what? I like the concept of this floor. I really do. By the way, I think that one of these is just like areas that you can get to, but like they're not going to do it for the demo. Like obviously here on the map, you see there's an area here to the right, so there's more to this floor than we know. Because obviously this is a demo build of the game. So this isn't what the final game's going to be like. Like, you're not just going to walk up these stairs and go up this way. There's going to be something over here first, hence why there's, you know, that. Unless they have you go upstairs first and then come back down here, but either way, there's still something over to the side here. I'll say. Dr. Potter looks creepy. Yeah, I like Dr. Potter, though. Dr. Potter looks really, really cool. But one thing I don't like is... No, this is just this is a me thing. I completely admit that this is a me thing. But I hate that this happens. Where, of course it's not gonna play. Why did I think it would? Oh. That happens. Like, it seems so pointless. Like, the whole point of that was for Luigi to have to go up here and swing across this vine and basically Indiana Jones it. That's literally the only purpose that this part serves. Like, I mean, it really just wasn't needed. It's like one of those things where it's like, I don't know. It's just one of the things, like, it's just a nuisance. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm, like, really being nitpicky here, and I admit that I am, but I'm just, I don't know. It's just not, I don't know. So, yeah, so you swing across here, so you enter this room. This room's cool. I like this room. Wish it was darker, but what can you do? I think they wanted to spice up and add obstacles. Yeah, but it's just, there's no point to it. Like, it'd be one thing if, like, they destroyed the staircase and you, like, you know, like really the only solution is just swing across the vine and then you're right there. If you have to, like, go around, like, go through a room and then go around and then access a different part, you have to go through different rooms, capture different ghosts. There's a whole that kind of aspect. I would more whatever, but it was literally just you have to swing across the vine. That's the only reason for it. What if I'm just going up the stairs? I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing. Let's see here. But yeah, I like this room. I like this room. One thing I think I've mentioned this before, but I hope that it's, like, good and, like, I hope that this game is cool enough to where, like, so obviously you vacuum up these leaves on the wall and it frees up the door here. I hope that, like, let's say, for example, hey, Stavros, how are you? Let's say that you vacuum, I hope I pronounced that right, by the way. Let's say that you vacuumed up this portion here and all this over here, because I think there's a dark light thing behind here. So let's say you vacuumed all this up, but you didn't vacuum this stuff up back here. I think it'd be really, really cool, and it would make it feel more real if this stuff never came back, but this stuff was still here. Like, it would be weird if, like, you cleared this stuff, you go out of the room, and then when you come back, now this is gone. Because obviously this can't come back because it's covering the door. Unless they don't expect you to walk back through this door, which I'm presuming you have to, because you have to get back to the elevator at some point, right? You have to come back the way you came. Indeed, Luigi. In order to achieve the plan. What do you mean by that? Any more freaking fantastic whatsoever? Yeah, I'm happy with how this keeps coming. There are little things that bother me, but honestly, I can definitely say that I'm definitely gonna like this game. Like, I'm definitely gonna like it. Like, I feel like people are mistaking my nitpicks for me saying, "Oh, this game's gonna suck. It's not gonna be good." They got all the fundamentals I wanted. They brought back the the portrait ghost. They brought those back. No missions. You're climbing up this tower. I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna like it. But all of these nitpicks are just talking about things that will keep me from loving the game. I think that's something people have to understand as well. Hi, Octawave. But yeah, so that'd be really, really cool if you could just vacuum all these up and they stay gone forever. Because for those of you who played the original, remember the room with the sand? We all hate that room. That room? Yeah, that room was a nuisance. It would feel, I mean, it wouldn't be the exact same thing because these aren't like blocking your way or anything. But I don't know, it would just be a cool detail that I would just love to see. That like any leaves you didn't vacuum up stay there, but all the ones you do, they're gone. Is Family Guy in this game? No. These plants are really interesting because they hold. I think they had something similar in Dark Moon. They're cool. Ghosts use them as like as something like they hold it. Let's see if I can find a spot. For some reason, this is loading really, really slowly. Yeah, here. So you see this ghost holding it. That's cool. So what you have to do is you have to strobe bulb it, and it opens up, and you have to suck out all the petals, and it becomes useless. I like that. I like that kind of combat. It's different. It's unique. It's fresh. I like that. Because sometimes with Dark Moon, they try to liven things up by giving the ghosts shields and masks, and after a while, that got repetitive. So if they're going to add like these new kind of combat styles, then that's actually really cool. I like that. This was about Luigi. It's one of the use of the movie in the world. I agree. I don't know about the controls. Yeah, the controls I'm not set on yet because I have played the game. It's just me. Or Luigi here. I don't know how well you guys can see it. You're probably not gonna be able to see it if you're watching on mobile. But if you're watching this on a computer, Luigi has his flashlight out, and it's sucking up something. I don't want to fix that. Yeah. But yeah, the controls, they're, because from what I played of the demo back in June, the controls weren't great. They definitely could use a lot of improvement, though the thing that they also neglected to tell me during the gameplay is that the right bumper also functions as the strobe bulb, because there's a little tutorial section in the beginning of the demo with Polterpup. You know, you've seen it in all the gameplay, whatever. But it just tells you to use the strobe bulb, hold and release A. So that's what I did in the demo. I did what the game told me to. You know, I didn't know that the right bumper could use the strobe bulb. So I think with the right bumper, if you use the strobe bulb, which I actually think is probably a better button for it, because it makes sense, like strobe bulbing and then going right to the vacuum, it kind of makes life easy. But you can also apparently control the stick that way. I didn't get to experiment to see how it felt because they didn't tell me that right bumper could use a strobe bulb, but either way, Poltergeist is his flashlight. It swaps between. Besides, this isn't Luigi's Mansion 1. So it's probably unnoticeable while playing. Yeah, I know. It was basically just a joke. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I like this ghost combat. Yeah. One thing I noticed that's weird though is my face covering. No, it's not good. The highest health you can have is 99. It doesn't bother me in a gameplay thing. Like, it doesn't bother me like, oh, that's inconsistent. The health is 99. That doesn't bother me. It's just like in like I don't want to say an OCD thing, because I don't have OCD, so I don't know what that's like. But it's just one of those things like 99? Like, just, like, why? Like, oh. But, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Okay. Same thing with this room coming up. If it will load. There we go. Like, I hope that once you vacuum up the flower petals, I hope that like they stay gone, like they don't come back. Because you all know that the original game it sucked when all the sand piles came back. I hope that it doesn't come back here. And any piles that you do leave do stay. Like that kind of realism is something I kind of like. It's like one of those little details, like I said, that I just really really like. So yeah, so flowers. Like I said, I just wish the game was darker. And I get it. There's no ghosts in this room. It seems. Is there any ghosts at all in this room? And this could all change in the final game. Notice that everything I'm saying relates to like what we've seen of the game. Obviously, it's not indicative of what the final game will be. Because there's Luigi's Mansion 3. Could be. I mean, there's glitches in every game, really. Are there ghosts in this room? Yeah, there didn't really seem to be any ghosts in this room. There's just the puzzle that you had to solve in the downstairs area. So, I do kind of wish that there was. I mean, like I said again, it could change. But this is the perfect room to have ghost combat in. Like, I don't know. Like, that's something that this game, in my opinion, is just lacking. And that's ghost combat. Like, they seem to really be emphasizing the puzzles in this game over the ghost combat, which, I don't know, like, come back. I hope that's not the case. I really hope not. Is there anything else? No. Just, like I said, I wish there was more ghost combat. And in rooms like this, where it just seems like there's really no point to it other than a little puzzle like that. Like, I don't even know what the main puzzle in this room. And of course, I can't watch the videos because it's lagging for whatever reason. I don't want to have to submit or subject you guys to that lagging. That's the virtual bill. Yeah, that's the virtual bill. Like, at first, I did not like the design of the map. Let's go back here. I did not like the design of the map at first. I'll be completely honest. And the menu in your interface, I didn't like it. There we go. I don't. Good. Yeah, I don't know why this is being so weird. And like, YouTube, fix your crap. So yeah, so like I didn't like the design of this at first. But, like, once I figured out that the eGuide device was a Virtual Boy, I was all for it. Like, yeah. I don't think this video actually shows much else. Ah, here, yeah, so this room. So this room is obviously darker. I think this should be, in terms of the dark rooms, like, this should be as light as it should get. Like, we've seen footage of the mezzanine floor where Luigi's fighting ghosts, but the room is completely lit up. It should be at least like this. Like, this I'm okay with. Like, I'm okay with this to an extent. Like, I'm not, like this room I won't complain too much about the lighting, but this is like the minimum standard for darkness I think this game should have. Because it looks decent. This looks decent. But yeah. You heard of the shooting near New York? I don't think I did. This is a bit off topic, but regarding the music hall in both trailer, it doesn't seem to be on the dance hall. What do you think? The boss man on this floor? And hi again. Hey, Abraham. I think that it's a concert hall. I mean, it's probably obviously a concert hall. And it's gonna be like the main ghost on the floor is gonna be a conductor, or a band, or a singer, or something like that. That kind of thing makes sense for the floor. I think that's going to be the main gist of the floor. There's going to be a singer portrait ghost. Maybe you can't get into the auditorium until you get a ticket. And maybe you have to show the ghost the ticket. And then you get into the hall and that kind of stuff. Minimum for a room when there's a ghost in it, this. This is the minimum. Dark room when there's ghosts, this. You know, it can look like... It can look like that when it's lit up, when there's no ghost in the room, sure. But if there's a ghost in the room, I expect it to look like this. This. Do you have a pet? I do. Not with me, but I do have a pet. Ghost one from the E3 trailer? No, I think it's basically confirmed that she is the hotel owner. Like, it's pretty clear that she's the owner of the hotel. So, I think she's going to be more of a main antagonist rather than just one of the common portrait ghosts. She's going to be... If you remember Dark Moon, if you remember the Knight boss ghost, because I don't think the Knights were a particular boss in a mansion. They were kind of like the interim between the last mansion and the King Boo boss fight. I think that's what she would be. She would be on the last floor, the last main floor, and you'd fight her and then get to King Boo. That's what I'm thinking for her. Let's talk a quick second about... So we'll load. Back it up a little bit more. I don't know why this video is so laggy. This guy. God, I love him. I love the design of this ghost. I absolutely love the design of this ghost. Little Nightmares 2, I have. I'm actually really excited about that game. Little Nightmares 2, I'm actually really excited about it. It's between this ghost and the ghost I covered on Saturday for being my favorite designed ghost. Do you live in your dorm? No, I would not. Just can't talk about it. Why don't you get on stage? Comic ghost suddenly appearing, and see, that'd be really, really cool. But since it's probably like really early in the game, it'll probably just be the blue ghosts. So I don't know exactly how I feel about just a bunch of blue ghosts appearing in the audience, but we'll see. But yeah, this ghost is amazing. I love his design is so unique. It's definitely the most uniquely designed ghost in the game so far, common ghost wise. Because you know the main common ghost, the blue one, looks like a typical ghost, like typical Halloween cutout ghost. You know, nothing to report. Then the orange skinny hider-like ghosts. They're the ones that hide away, you know, the really skinny ones. They're like the hiders from Dark Moon. Not much inspiration for them. They're literally just the hiders, kind of copied and pasted with a different coat of paint and a little bit of a different visual design. I kind of do like their design too, though. Like, their design's actually really cool. Purple is scary? Yeah, I like this scary. Or I like this ghost because it's a little bit weird. You made her cry. Let's see. The red blocky ghost, I'm still not a huge fan of. Maybe I'll get used to it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. And then the new one we saw, we don't really have a name for yet. He's the orange one that I showed off. That ghost looks really, really cool. I think that one's probably my favorite design one because of how exaggerated some of its details were, like its tongue and its mouth, and it looks really creepy and it looks really cool. Really cool. So that was probably my favorite, but this one's definitely a close second. Just because of its unique design. The goops. Oh, I hated the goops. I hated the goops from Dark Moon. They were my least favorite from Dark Moon. The goops. I hated them. Because my favorite color is yellow. Because SpongeBob. Or is it orange? Because your profile picture. I have to have a mix with the Grabber, Sneaker, Basher Ghost. I agree. It's like the Basher Ghost and the Sneaker Ghost because, like, it, like, just randomly appears out of nowhere and scares the crap out of you. Doesn't take off half of your health, but it still, you know, pops up and scares you. And then the Grabber Ghost because it grabs you. And I really like that detail. They added something. It's not just the sneakers. And it's not just the Grabby Ghost. It's a mixture of the two. And they did a really good job with that. The orange ghost and this ghost are favorites too. Yeah, like, I think these are the best visual ghosts because of how unique they are. Like, I think these are the most unique ghosts in the game. The rainbow. What else? Yeah, I also like the little detail. I'm trying to find it. I like the little detail where you can see, like you can see even when the ghost is invisible. He's visible here, obviously, but the main way of seeing it's also like the grabber ghost. The ones that are invisible, like you could see it in the mirror. I don't know if the sneaker ghost had that property. Let me know if they did. Hey, Jason, do you think it might come out early? No. Date-wise, like release date-wise, no. October 31st is definitely when it's going to come out. I mean, to like the reviewers and the ambassadors for Nintendo, yes, they will get it early, but not for us common folk. Oh, I'm sorry. I was completely mistaken. What are the name of the ones from Dark Moon? I thought you were talking about those stupid ones from Dark Moon, the purple ones in the ground. I'm sorry, I completely misunderstood what you said. They're called creepers? Okay, yeah, sorry about that. I thought they were called the goops, because it's literally just a pile of goop. So, sorry about that. Sorry for misunderstanding you there. Never mind. Yeah, I still think it would. It just doesn't make sense. Like Super Mario Party got out early, and there's a whole big fuss about it. So I don't think they're gonna do that now. Hell, even like because the Switch Lite came out a week early in a Walmart down in Georgia, I think it was. So given that that came out early, I'm sure Nintendo's gonna have a stricter like a stricter talk with a lot of these distribution companies about, hey, do not put these on the shelves until the release date. Ancient Egyptian floor looks awesome. It does look really, really cool. I agree with that. I think there's a little too much sand. Well, I'll get into that. Maybe I'll look up that trailer and get into it. But as for this room, the other thing I do like also, where is it? With this ghost. With Hammer Ghost. Right? His name's Hammer or something like that. Or is it Blocky? I don't remember the name of this ghost. But I like that it has leaves on its face. And you have to, like, vacuum up the leaves. I guess it's kind of the same as, like, vacuuming off a shield. But it's different because you don't just, like, pull and then rip the leaves from his face. You gotta manually suck up each individual leaf from his face. So I really, really like that. That's really, really cool. So, yeah, not much else I can really say about this room. Just want to know if there's any of... No problem. The sneakers in Dark Moon are usually invisible. They come and see in areas with sand and snow. Right, because you see shadows, yeah. Final boss is really epic. Probably is. We'll give it away. I don't think they're gonna give away... I think they're gonna try and keep the... Like, I think there's gonna be a surprise in this game. Like, I think there's gonna be, like... Because I think another common complaint about Dark Moon is that Dark Moon held our hands way too much. Like, we knew since the beginning that King Boo was behind the events of Dark Moon, and they just acted like it was a complete secret, like, the whole entire time. Like, they were like, oh, who's behind this? Who destroyed the Dark Moon? But meanwhile, we, the audience, knew the whole entire time, just that they didn't. In this game, it seems like you see King Boo in the first instance of the game. So you know it's King Boo. He's out there for blood. You know it's King Boo. So, I hope they do updates to your kind of Splatoon 2. I think they're gonna. Oh, you mean like that? Oh, I hope so. Like adding more variety in the room types and the furniture. Yeah, I hope they do that. Maybe implementing some of the themed floor rooms into there. That'd be really cool. Like if there was like one of the movie sets was implemented in there. That'd be pretty cool. More epic boss fight because they're so mad at Luigi. Yeah, that's the E3 trailer. That's what got me. The scene with King Boo chasing Luigi. Oh my god. And he wasn't rolling like a ball. He was like legit floating towards Luigi with this angry expression on his face. Oh, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Um, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stream. I might end it shortly. Don't know how much longer I'm gonna go. Cause I got some homework and studying I gotta get done. Do you like Lasagna Cat? No clue what Lasagna Cat is. One thing I also like is that you can destroy the environments. I hope that's permanent as well. Except the thing is, like, I probably like I'm one of those people that, like I'd probably use the chainsaw for what it's used for, aka like chopping down the branches blocking the door and that's probably all I would use it for. I wouldn't use it for anything more or anything less. I wouldn't have fun destroying the furniture. It's just not me. It just doesn't feel like Luigi's Mansion for me, so I just personally wouldn't do it. But hey, for those who want to do it, it's there. I hope that they have that like that thing where it's like the couch won't magically rebuild itself or the bed won't magically rebuild itself. It's possessed? I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna get possessed. Nyan Cat I know, but I've never heard of Lasagna Cat. Possessed Cat. Because the glass comes alive, maybe. But I don't think possession. I mean, it could be a thing. But I guess we just don't know enough about the actual story of the game to determine if, like, if there's going to be possession or what there's going to be. Truly awesome. The first time that we've seen a boo emote beyond a smile. Yeah. Like, it was really, really cool seeing that angry, really angry expression with King. Like, hold on, let me pull up. I'm going to pull up a couple more trailers here. By the way, if you just got here, Sackback t-shirts. Definitely get one. Description down below. Sorry. I had to plug it. Stand kind of this game? No. King Boo is like Halloween scary now, and I like it. Yeah, he's actually like creepy. I like Melody's music room, just a place to play around. Exactly. You can play around, have some fun, do your thing, you know? Alright, so let's go over this again. Long time no see. Zoom in a little bit. Zoom in. Come on. Good enough. Bogmire cameo, that'd be cool, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think we're gonna see any of the original Portrait Ghost, which is really unfortunate. I really wish I really wish I can confidently say that we're gonna see the original game's Portrait Ghost, but I can't say that. Common Ghost, though, that I'm a little more optimistic about, and I'll explain why for those of you who aren't in the Discord chat. Check out the Discord chat if you haven't. Link in the description. We talk about Luigi's Mansion all the time. He's really out for blood. He's beyond mad. So yeah, hold on. Let's get that scene up, shall we? There's King McFright. Oh my god. Just look at it. Oh, the anger, the angst, the bitterness. Just look at that. They could have done, I think his tongue needs a little bit, like, better texturing, but other than that, he looks amazing. So angry, so mad, so just done. Like, you look at that face, like, can I zoom in more? Is it possible? Yeah, like, you look at that face. Like, you look at that face, and that's the face of someone who's been trapped in a painting twice, and he's over it. He is legit over it at this point. Move the movie theater area. What, like the movie studio area or like the theater area, like the music hall area? Something like the whole hotel goes down, the elevator's broken, it's go back down to left. Well, that's another thing I'm wondering because that's something I said that would be awesome. Like I like that idea. The problem is, obviously, the elevator is the only way you can travel between the floors. So if you're up on, let's say, the 15th floor, and the power goes out, you know, everything's broken down, whatever, you don't have access to the elevator. How are you going to get down to the lab? You're stuck. You know, you can't do anything like that. I mean, unless, like, you were on a floor that had, like, a power generator, but I don't know. Let me zoom out a bit. Let me zoom out. Sorry, King Boo, you're attractive, but the studio, I kind of like it. It just needs to be darker. Show the painting. Yes, I know that. I think it's kind of there. Oh no, hold on, I had it. Hold on, wait, guys. I'm gonna get it. But I paused it. I don't know. I paused it. It's the only thing that can get you up. Oh yeah, but I mean, think about it, right? If there were stairs, like yeah, but I mean, if the elevator's the only thing that can get you up, like how are you gonna get back down? There's no stairs because obviously, if there were stairs, then why wouldn't Luigi just take the stairs up? Like the elevator is the only way you can access each floor. It just is. I mean, one thing I find confusing about this whole floor thing, right? Excuse me. Hold on. Actually, let's use the E3 trailer for an example. Let's go over. Actually, right here. There seems to be 2 floors as part of this. So does this all count as 1 floor, or is this 2 floors? Like, are there not many more areas that they have? Like, is this it? And then, like, the number of floors corresponds to how many, like, floors there are? Or is each theme reminiscent of a floor? That's why I don't quite understand. Frame by frame. No, it's not working for me. It goes by seconds. Yeah, like there. I guess that's as good as it's gonna get. Actually, hold on. I'm stupid. Let me do this. Oops. Off. So after that. Come on. Come on. Close enough. But yeah, that's really cool. Can you put a link to the vid with the game over? Just search up this video. Just search up Nintendo Minute Luigi's Mansion 3, and you'll see that. That's the video of the game over screen, and it's right at the very, very end. Like, at the very, very end, like here. So, giant floors with a lot of mezzanines. Let's see, and she's not. Oh, I think I missed something. I kind of want to. I don't think so. I mean, I think they're just gonna go for completely unique designs here. Like, I don't think they're gonna draw. Like, I don't think they're gonna take anything from the original Luigi's Mansion. I just don't. Like I said, the Common Ghost I kind of have a different theory about. But hold on, let me quickly pull something up here. Oops, sorry, that's the wrong thing. Let me go to. And also let me fix that, there. I fixed the thing, so now, if I'm on this screen, if anyone does what's it called? Super chat or a donation, it'll actually pop up on this screen now. Sorry to whoever that was earlier. I think it was, It was... Sorry, Eric. It was Eric Carmichael. Thank you again, by the way, for the $2. I need to fix that. I don't care. I preferred him without the pimple or pimples. Wow, without the pupils. Personally, I just prefer him without them. It might be a dream. What do we call Luigi's nightmare? The beginning of the trailer. Yeah. Where's the instance? I'm trying to find. Let's do it. Go through puberty. Whoopsies. He looks cute with them. I don't know. I personally just prefer him without them. Oh, and by the way, welcome again, the Mario fan. I didn't realize that you were new. Welcome. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm on the Luigi's Mansion 3 subreddit looking for the post that had that orange ghost. A lot of people are talking about the lack of booze. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. The first game's instrumentation was way better, but I think Luigi's Mansion 2 had a better soundtrack. Now I can't find the post with the freaking orange ghost. What the heck? Be a post game patch. There it is. Jesus, bloody hell. Took me long enough. So, I kind of have a theory. It's piano with more Mario music. Melody? Yeah, a lot of people seem to be wanting melody to return. Let me take this, go to Luigi.com. Welcome back. I think someone's working on a beta mod for Luigi's Mansion, but it's taking forever. Hopefully they figure that out and make it like I don't know if they can make it like a ROM hack. Leave my comment. That's all good. I think someone fix the lighting. Luigi's Mansion 3. I'd be so happy if they fix the lighting. That's my main complaint at this point. That and like the lack of common ghosts, which I think the lack of common ghosts is something that's just because we haven't seen the common ghost yet, or a lot of the common ghosts yet. So it's more so of a thing that it's like we need to wait and see for that. But the lighting is something that's there, and like I know there's a brightness slider, but I really don't know how much it's actually going to help. Okay, so let me tell you guys of a theory. Will we into the episode after? Probably not, because there's nothing, doesn't seem at least to be anything really different about the before parts of 3 and now. Headache. That's another thing I wonder with the Virtual Boo. Like, how's Luigi going to carry that around with him? Because the Virtual Boy is pretty big. So how's he going to carry that around with him? Because it was a Game Boy Pocket the first time, or Game Boy Color, actually. And then it was a DS. Both pretty portable systems. Now, granted, the original DS was a brick, but not as big as a Virtual Boy. So I don't know. All right, so let me tell you guys about a theory I have, in case you don't know this theory that I have. So here we are on the original Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS's website. And obviously here it's the EGAD Research Journal. And one of the main things about this is that it talks about this goo-like substance. Also, visual boo will work. It'll also strain his eyes. Maybe we'll have bring back his little comments where he complains about everything. That's possible. He might throw up and make you reformed. Ew. It's disgusting. But yeah, I think that at the end of entry 4, it talks about how the substance alters the what's it called? Not the DNA, but the composition of the ghosts. It alters, it changes something about them, and his mind ran wild with the possible interactions between ghost energies and goo. And it says goo plus the original game's common ghost equals question mark. And we haven't seen anything of that since. Oh wow, I think I missed a few comments here. Hold on, guys, let me catch up on that quickly. I can see there's a spot of both you guys last time someone's first game determined the portraits. Yeah, they have that, and they have a little screen next to it, so it's gonna be like Dark Moon, where it's a screen that displays what you caught. They should have the overheat meter for the poltergeist. That's something I can take or leave at this point. I wonder how much strength Qumu has gained by now, and who's released him. Good question. Someone with a dark light ability, probably, because I'm presuming he became a painting. No, actually, he just went to the poltergeist. We never saw what happened to him, so. No, he was in the Boo Vault, probably. He was probably in the Boo Vault, so someone must have unleashed all the boos. Maybe Waluigi is scheming for not being in Smash. What if they fix the lighting? Did I answer that question already? I feel like I answered that question already. I think I did, but I will say that if they fix the lighting, it will look a lot more atmospheric, which is what I personally want. I want there to be more atmosphere. I want there to be more spook to it. Yeah, good luck with your wisdom tooth. So yeah. So anyways, back to the theory I had. So talked about mixing the goo with the ghosts, and we don't know what they become. Question mark. We don't know. So that's where this guy comes in. The one we saw, the new ghost we saw at the video I posted the other day. Luigi not only sucks and blows, not person. Ew, it's nasty. But hey, gaming, got a weird name. How are you? Oh, I know you're not a fan of the darkness slider, but I like to be optimistic. And I'm riding the common ghost. Don't know if I like the disco for though. The rest of the game looks good. Yeah, oh, my phone's about to die. I should probably charge that. The disco floor, I'm not, I like it. I actually like the concept. It's just still too bright, and I get it. The whole point is that there's neon lights, but there's other lights emitting. Is that the video? Wait, is the video coming out tomorrow? Because I also have another video that I was working on that was basically another one of the screenshot videos that I've done before, where I take screenshots of the game. Yeah, that comes out next week. So Next week there's going to be a video adjusting brightness and adjusting shadows on the screenshots from the Nintendo Direct trailer and the E3 trailer. Apparently when I go to this, I check the side, I actually change the lighting. I'll have to check that out. I have my 3DS with me somewhere, but maybe Goo Mario, Goo Peach, Goo Toad. I don't think so. I don't think it's likely, because obviously the whole thing with it is that it formed after Luigi. But anyways, what I was getting onto here with this picture, I have a theory that this ghost right here is the orange or the gold ghost, just like completely altered by the goo. So the original orange ghost got gooed. I don't know how else to explain it, and became that. That's what I'm kind of going for, and I'm kind of thinking the same with. I took away the video, but with the Grabby Ghost, kind of thinking the same there. No, there's not going to be. So yeah. I don't know what else to say. I'm probably gonna wrap this up in like 5 minutes or so. I'm thinking we got his army this time. Army of what? Like army of booze? Yeah, that's a bit. No, just no. Um, Zach, have you played any New Super Mario Brothers Wii hacks before? I haven't. I'll be honest. I haven't even played the actual New Super Mario Brothers Wii game. Puke? What? I wonder what the conversation was like between Gad and Luigi if Gad asked for a sample of his goo. Ew. What ideas, cases, what do you have? Um, I don't really know. There's not much I can really think of. I'm wondering. So, like, they said they had like more modes. Like, like they said during E3. Oh, there are more modes that friends can get together and play. I'm wondering if they weren't talking about more Scarescaper kind of modes. I wonder if they were talking about Screen Park mode. But as for other kinds of modes, I guess like maybe there's like a competitive round. So that there's a floor where rather than working together, you guys are actually competing. And whoever catches the most ghosts on the floor, like, gets a boost in the Poltergust's power or something like that. Luigi's Puigi. But yeah, I can't. Other than that, I can't really think of anything in particular. In the game ends. No. That's another nice case for one. Okay, fair. But I mean, like, maybe they have another competitive round with ghosts. Whoever catches the most ghosts on the floor gets power up or something. No, it's finally sees his dream. Yeah, no. Cheddar Sport Luigi. I really hope. I hope so too, and I think there is because of. Where is it? Oh, wait a minute. It's not a. Hold on. Oopsie. I didn't mean to say that again. It's not in the trailer. It's a picture. Find the toad and Peach doing was a fire. Toad looks it up. Luigi Mansion. Where is it? Yeah, here. I kind of need that to be a little bit bigger. Wait, I can just do that. So you can see in this picture here, there's clearly 1, 2, 3. I'm presuming these are all ghosts. I'm presuming they're ghosts. So I think there's these 3, but then again, there's multiple floors of the main hotel area. Like we see floor 5 is part of the hotel. So there's probably like, he's probably on floor 1, and he could be on floor 2, and she could be on floor 3, but I don't know. There's the elevator, by the way. Okay. So yeah. I guess there's one other thing I'll talk about before I go. And that's here. The picture of EGAD's lab. So like I mentioned, there's like the part where you can put in the poltergust, and then the screen that shows you what you caught. Bunch of different devices around here. Screens. Presuming this says the floor they're on, which is the basement floor. Yeah, I don't know where the virtual boo is, though. I don't think I would see it in here, but maybe not. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what else really say here. I think that will be like a map. That's just what floor you're on. There'll be a map. Look what these do, or that. Portugal's each floor. Exactly. Like, I won't, at the end of the day, I don't care if there's only one on each floor. It'll suck, but at the end of the day, we got Portugal's back, right? So, just doesn't matter at the end of the day. Yeah, so I guess that's really it. 8 o'clock. Yeah, I've been streaming for a couple hours now, I think. I think I'm good to go. I'm starting to get tired. Is Boozette in this game? No. I bloody well hope not. Alright, yeah, I'm getting tired. I think I'm gonna go lay down, but I got some studying to do. Either way, I'm gonna go. Thanks for joining the live stream, guys. It was good fun. Just tired now. Yeah, bye guys. I'm gonna head out now. I'm too tired for this. See you guys later.